Back to the big story of the day. The Supreme Court justices have ruled on a controversial case involving birthright citizenship. The Supreme decision seen as a win for the Trump administration.
Let's get right to 7's Alex DeArmas live in the Satellite Center with more. Alex.
Olivia and Lorena, it sounds like it's going to be a case-by-case situation from here on out, whether a baby born in the U.S. to parents who are here illegally will automatically become U.S. citizens. And here's why. In a 6-3 decision, the Supreme Court ruling this morning that individual judges do not have the authority to grant nationwide injunctions. The decision, however, left unclear the fate of President Donald Trump's restrictions on birthright citizenship. Trump's order would deny citizenship to U.S.-born children of people who are here in the country illegally. The outcome was a victory for the Republican president, who has complained about individual judges challenging his agenda at times. But a conservative majority left open the possibility that the birthright citizenship changes could remain blocked nationwide. I know it's a lot, but the case is now returned to lower courts, where judges will have to decide how to tailor their orders to comply with the high court ruling. The justices agreed with the Trump administration, as well as President Joe Biden's Democratic administration before it, that judges are overreaching by issuing orders that apply to everyone instead of just the parties before the court. So here is what Justice Amy Coney Barrett writes. When a court concludes that the executive branch has acted unlawfully, the answer is not for the court to exceed its power too. Now, on the other hand, Justice Sonia Sotomayor writes in her dissent, the court's decision is nothing less than an open invitation for the government to bypass the Constitution. She says that because the administration may be able to enforce a policy even when it has been challenged and found to be unconstitutional by a lower court. Now, the president, as you were hearing probably right before the hour started, spoke, and this is what he said about the decision a short time ago.
But in recent months, we've seen a handful of radical left judges effectively try to overrule the rightful powers of the president to stop the American people from getting the policies that they voted for in record numbers. It was a grave threat to democracy, frankly, and instead of merely ruling on the immediate cases before them, these judges have attempted to dictate the law for the entire nation.
So today's ruling will allow that birthright citizenship order to partially go into effect in 30 days after judges in lower courts had blocked it. Now, in another case that was brought on by a Maryland parent, the justices ruled that parents who have religious objections can pull their children from public school lessons using LGBTQ books. For all the other important rulings that came down this morning, just head on over to our website. We break it all down for you there. That's WSVN.com. That's the latest from the Satellite Center. I'm Alex DeArmas, 7 News.